Hi guys, so I recently hauled some of these Recollections dies from Michael's and I want to try some out today. So you saw the intro there, you know, the thumbnail for what we create, but right now I have no idea, although I do want to use these little guys. I was thinking about even using them in felt, but maybe we'll follow up later with something like that because I was like, oh, what if we make a cute little pouch with like a cupcake on it and like little felt, like a pouch, and then have some of these little laces on there. That might be very adorable, but I'm thinking about focusing on these two today because I would really like to use these lace edge, well, not lace edge because they cut their own thing, but these lace dies and then the little cupcake. I mean, all these things, you know, bows, obviously. Oh, maybe we put a little bow on the cupcake. That'd be very cute. And then not mushrooms. Okay, at least not today. So these were from Michael's, or I picked them up at Michael's, so I'll have them linked for you guys. Again, possibly embedded in the video here, but down at the description box and they're along the very top. Those would be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission for your purchase items to those links. So thank you for using those if you would like. I'm thinking very fresh kind of colors and things. So let me grab a card base. It's going to be A2 size. These guys are 4.5 inches, and A2 is like 5.5 by 4.25. So I think I'm going to make my card like a landscape kind of layout, and then we'll see how that works out. So I'll be right back. Okay, I have lots of pink already. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do, but let's get this paper cut. Again, this is the Michael's 110-pound Recollections paper, and it is a little bit bigger than A2 size by like 1/8 of an inch. So when I cut it this way at 5.5 inches, that's fine because I'm cutting it, you know, 5.5 inches. But in the other direction, I'm gonna have to cut a little bit off to make it a perfect 8.5 by 5.5. So in this direction, we need to cut at 8.5. And I mentioned my Hobby Lobby extra heavyweight paper was like 1/8 of an inch short on the 8.5 inch side, which made it so I can only really make my cards, you know, in portrait mode. And then I had this other piece of cardstock that was just kind of a waste because it didn't have enough to actually make a standard A2 size card, which drove me nuts. So here we do have to cut off, and like I said, it's about 1/8 of an inch, which is crazy. But there you go. Again, if this is how people are cutting things, then, you know, I'd rather have more than too little because, like I said, with the Hobby Lobby one, I was just kind of throwing away. Well, I wasn't throwing it away. I just kept it here in my stash, and I would use it to die cut, you know, other things. Anyway, 4.25. So 5.5 by 8.5. Score 4.25 if you're making your own card base. And if you want it to be A2 size. So you can do whatever you like. Matte layers. So I think I'm going to put this one across the whole thing, and hopefully I have enough on here. I think I do. So let's go 4 1/8 by 5 3/8 because I like 8s. If you don't like 8s, you know, you come up with other numbers, but generally the next matte layer down is 4 by 5 1/4 if you like quarters. And then I'm going to put a little piece of this down the center. Yeah, it kind of has this weight. Doesn't it look like it should go this way? It does to me too. So 4 1/8. 4 1/8, and hopefully they're about the same. And we have 5.5, and we want some little white border and the little cupcake, whatever this is. Let's see what that is. That is about 2 1/4. 2 1/4 looks good to me. Okay, so we have these layers, and then now, of course, you can grab another piece of white cardstock, but I do have this bit left here. So what I'm going to do is run these guys through. And some of these are more intricate than others. And I really just kind of want this one. That kind of thing always gives me a bakery feel. So it has a carrier sheet for some reason. That's interesting. But I'll take this one. And I'm going to run it through twice because I want 2 of that. You know, whatever machine you have. Again, all thin metal dies will go through any machine that cuts thin metal dies, and I say this in every video, and then when I forget to say it, somebody asks me, so I'm very sorry if sometimes I'm remiss in saying that, but all thin metal dies will go through any machine that cuts thin metal dies. So, yeah, I was gonna say, I know I have this guy here. All right, so I'll show you what I mean. Obviously, Recollections, at least at this point, does not have a machine, so you're gonna have to run it through something, right? So I'll run through this guy, and then I'll do it again. But let's see how nicely it cuts. Ooh, look at that. Now, everything's cleaned out of here, but they're stuck in the die, so you definitely want to pop all those little bits out. You can either just smack it. If that doesn't work, you're going to want to use like your tool in one or something like that to poke every little guy out. And of course I don't know where my tool-in-one is right now, even though I have 2 of them. So anyway, I'm just going to go through and poke all these guys out and run it one more time. Okay, and the second one came out just as lovely, and I'm just going to clean out. Look at that. I love how it comes out so clean. I don't love that they get stuck in here, but I guess it's one or the other, right? And if I had my tool-in-one, this wouldn't be a problem at all. But I will be right back. Oh, there they go. Okay, so with these guys, I just want to pop these behind here. Now, I mean, you can put it very perfectly like that, but then this one's not going to be flush, and that drives me nuts. So for me, I like to kind of split the difference, and that's just how I use any of these kinds of things. I'm going to go ahead and stick this one down, because why not? Oh, if you want to run this through an embossing folder, that'd be fun, but I feel like all our focus is going to be in the center area, so that's kind of what I want. But it's always fun to add more texture, more details, right? So anyhow, let's see, let's put this guy on here, and of course I scored this a little bit crooked. At least that's how I feel it looks, but that's all right. Okay, now these guys are a little bit delicate in nature. I'm gonna put the glue on here instead of on this little tiny area, you know, and then just pop it down again in a way that's kind of offset a little bit, and then we'll trim off that excess. Cute. Very cute. Try to keep it nice and straight. Like if I can see the little circle here, this bottom one, then I should be able to see it down here, and that's how we know it's nice and straight. Okay, I'll do the same thing on the other side, just a little glue, and add this guy on. Okay, so let's trim off those excess bits. So usually I turn things from the back and cut them, but it's hard to see that, so I'll just do it from the front. You want to be able to see that end piece, you know, where it kind of goes. And I'll do this here. Excuse me. So yeah, so now we can get this little guy here. And this one here. Okay, and then I'm going to stick this down flat. I mean, this could be anywhere, really. It could be over here, and then your little cupcake here. I was going to put it right down the center with the cupcake down the center, but you know what? Maybe we do. Maybe move it over a little bit. And I'm gluing it straight down, but if you want to pop that up, you can definitely do that. And this is going to matte layer right on that pink matte layer. I didn't make it the height of the card base, you know. And right now I don't have like a Michael's, you know, happy birthday, although they do have a set of dies that has all kinds of sentiments, which is always fun. Maybe I have something in my stash, maybe I don't put anything at all, and I don't even know if it's happy birthday or not. I was also debating making this from felt and then just putting some spray and bond on the back or some heat and bond, and that would make it into like a patch. How cute would that be, right? Super easy to do, just cut it from felt and put it together and then iron some heat and bond on the back of it, or the spray and bond, which is even easier. I will say they do have the little recipes on here for the cupcakes, which is adorable. So, which cupcake do I want? I kind of like this one because it has more, you know, has the base layer. It has like what would be the cupcake itself. You can put the strawberry on there, or cherry, or whatever you want. We do have the birthday candle. I assume you can mix and match these things. Like, I don't see why you can't put this one, you know, on here if you wanted to, right? Is it maybe the candle? Okay, so let me find some colors and then we'll talk about what I'm gonna do. Okay guys, so this is a little unorthodox. What's funny is on the back of this is this green paper. I thought, oh, that'd be cute for the cupcake base. I was looking for something pink or even stark white would be cute, but you know what? This has a little pattern and I think it'll be adorable. So we have that. Again, I'm gonna mix and match these. So this is the one. Actually, is this the one? I might have cut that. Yeah. So use this one. So there's going to be some green still showing, and maybe I can cover it up. I don't know, because that's how they made this, guys. I don't know. And so then this one will be chocolate. So I have this brown paper here. Make a chocolate cupcake with pink glittery topping, which is interesting. I just thought, why not? Right? There's edible glitter in the world. So this will cut from like here. Again, I always try to save things as much as I can. So there we go. And then, oh, I got this bright pink just for the candle. I think I'm gonna put a candle on it. It is the same pink from the background, but I think it'll be okay. So we have that. And I'm gonna run these guys through again, same marquee probably because it's right in front of me anyway. and I will be right back. All right, let's check these guys out. Oh, that's cute. Oh, it has a lot of detail. That's very cute. And if you wanted to, and I might, and I could have done this for the other one, even though they had the example, because they're not going to tell you. They're like, oh, cut this piece away. It has very small areas. Like this is totally cut. It's held on. Oh my gosh, it's holding on right there, or it's held on right there and right there. So you can definitely just snip that away. I was thinking about doing that and then running it through the brown again. But you know what? I think I'm okay with the cupcake just being like that. I don't think we have to look at it too much. Or I just cut that area away, huh? Or should I not be lazy and go ahead and cut it? Let's maybe do that. But look at this. All that little like detail that's cut into it is pretty cool. So what I was trying to say is I can take this and just run this top area through some brown. Even just like right here. I only need this little bit, really. So I'm going to go ahead and run that through and get this little bit of it. And we're going to do a little cutting to make it look better. Oh, how cute the candle. Look at the texture on there. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, sorry, that little bit of scrap that I tried to run this through was a little too small. So I'm just going to run it through a little more. We just want this top portion. So it didn't have to be that big, but it was too small. And all I'm going to do is clip this off. So right here, clip that. Right? And then maybe make this one kind of a fun, doesn't have to be straight. And then this one maybe down a little bit so it still has that little crinkly look, and then this one just up along there. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. They didn't show that in the instruction. They're just showing it to be like, you know, all pink, which I didn't realize, and they're like, this one's all blue. But you can definitely just take out what you need. And again, I'm mixing and matching the toppings. So just pop this on here. Cute. Okay, and then the next one, which is the same stuff. I'm gonna bring it down real close because, you know, it is the same color cupcake. I don't know that cupcakes have layers unless you make this also into frosting. They're showing it as the cupcake, so I'll put some glue on here. And I'm gonna pop this guy on here. Like I said, I'm mixing and matching from the different things. And actually, this has like holes the way that's cut. I can probably get the little candle in there. Actually, it would be perfect right in here. I don't know if they designed it that way, but that is very cute because it looks like it's coming from inside, right? Okay, so let me work on that because I'm gonna pull that away. Oh, of course, I'll be right back. Hopefully it's passing already, but I can't really tell. All right, so I'm gonna put some glue on there. Maybe a little on this front piece, just so that when I push it through, that'll still hold it down. Cute. And again, I don't know if that's how they designed it, but it works for that purpose. Let me bring it over a little bit. Right there. Cute. I'm gonna hold that down. Okay, guys, and then let's bring this cutie back. And again, you know, if I had a little happy birthday, wherever, maybe stamp and cut something. What is this? Why would all of a sudden there be something black embedded on there? There you go. That is so weird. I do kind of want to pop this up, but you know, that candle is a little suspect. So let me go and put this on some low profile dimensionals, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so here we go. And this paper that I'm using is older, from Diamond Press. It's not available anymore, guys. So if in case you are wondering, you know, obviously you can mix and match all kinds of papers that you have. Oh my gosh, I don't know where to put this. I feel like, again, I was gonna put it right in the center. When this is in the center, I was just gonna pop this here. So right now, let's put it like right here. And I did also support the candle. I just cut my 3D foam so it'll fit back there. And there is our card. Super cute. I mean, honestly, it doesn't have to say anything. You know, we have those inside-outside stamps from Diamond Press. Put your happy birthday in here, you know, or on the outside, right? All those different things that you have in your stash. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. That was fun. They work real well. I mean, what more can I say? All right, I'll have some images coming up. Again, I'll have the links as available, either embedded in the video here down in the description box, and I will see you all at the next one. Maybe I'd throw a bow on there, huh? But I didn't. But either way, these bows, I'll follow up, are super easy. You just have the two different layers, you know, the little tails and then the center, or like this one just cuts its own thing that has like the detail, you know, in it. Let me show you. Sorry, guys. I was like, ooh, like this one. See, it's very plain. Or like this guy, you have this one, which is thinner. That'd be very cute too. And then you have this one that has more dimension to it as far as the layers. And then this guy has an intricate layer on top of the background layer. But I guess that'll be next time. Bye now.